Soon, humanity might have two motherlands. Africa's 54 nations are being divided, according to geologists researching the continent's plate tectonics. The East African Rift, which separates eastern coastal nations like Kenya and Tanzania from the majority of the contingent, runs from the Afar region of northern Ethiopia down to Mozambique. A new study in the journal Nature found that the two pieces of land are separating at a rate of 7 millimeters per year. In fact, nations like Zambia and Uganda will have their own coastlines. Scientists claim that a number of currently active volcanoes along the rift, including the Alu Dalafila in Ethiopia and the Old Dueño Lengai in Tanzania, are providing new insights into the process. In particular, the Erta Ale volcano in Ethiopia has been erupting non-stop for more than 50 years. The Victoria microplate, which is the biggest of its kind on Earth and is tucked between each side of the rift, has been rotating against the clock for the past 2 years. The Victoria microplate is rotating in the opposite direction from every other plate on the continent, including the main African plate. Scientists believe that this anomaly may hasten the separation of the rift. Christopher Moore, a doctoral student at the School of Earth and Environment at the University of Leeds in the United Kingdom, was standing next to a lava lake at the summit of a sizable volcano when he noticed the red haze of lava flows a few kilometers away. Although it may seem unusual at Ethiopia's Erta Ale, things are just like they always are. Are these actions the initial manifestations of a tectonic transition? Moore has been learning about this issue at Erta Ale. Eastern Africa's entire Afar region is currently experiencing changes that could split the continent and create a new ocean basin. Due to its resemblance to a mid-ocean ridge, the magmatism at Erta Ale might be revealing signs of this switch. Regarding how close the Afar region is to this tectonic transition, there is disagreement. The petrology of the erupting lava may indicate that we have not yet reached the stage of oceanic spreading, despite the geophysical characteristics of the magma storage at Erta Ale that may indicate this. Standing atop Erta Ale in 5 million, 50 million, or 100 million years, the view will be very different. The issue is whether the Erta Ale and the Afar region will merge to form a new ocean, or if ongoing tectonic...
All these splits that you're seeing, they're new, and they're happening along that rift they're talking about.
...collisions to the north and east of Africa will prevent this transition from taking place. The complex tectonics of eastern Africa. The Afar region is one of the few places on Earth that most closely resembles the moon's surface. This arid and barren region of eastern Africa, pressed up against the Red Sea, is covered in lava created by the rifting of the continent. At the intersection of the Nubian, Somali, and Arabian tectonic plates, the Afar region is home to a triple junction. They all come together to form a huge eye on the surface of the Earth near Djibouti and Eritrea, with a southern opening that extends more than 6,000 kilometers into the center of Africa, the Great Rift Valley. The Sinai Peninsula is where the Red Sea Rift meets the northwest. The Aden Ridge, an oceanic spreading ridge, extends to the east. These boundaries are all extending at up to 1.5 centimeters per year rates. Due to its complex tectonic structure, Africa is a continent that is rupturing apart. A portion of eastern Africa, known as the Somali Plate, has been separating from the rest of the continent for 30 million years.
I believe this is following the flow of the Blue Nile and the White Nile. And that's, of course, Egypt, Cairo, right there. So it looks like it's splitting along the Nile River.
This led to the formation of the Great Rift Valley, which begins in Ethiopia and Eritrea, divides around the Kenya Dome, and then merges into the Malawi Rift. The chain of lakes, including Tanganyika and Nyasa, Malawi, that encircle the Great Rift Valley's base, can be used to locate the rifting continent on a map. The Arabian Plate has also been displacing itself from Africa as the Red Sea Rift widens, about a centimeter per year. As the Arabian Plate eventually comes into contact with the Eurasian Plate in what is currently Iran, the Persian Gulf will close and become a part of Eurasia. Some of the largest volcanoes on Earth have been produced by the complex tectonics of the Afar region. Since the eruptions of this volcanism are bimodal, They fall at opposite ends of the compositional spectrum. Massive explosions of more...
This is Niels on Dynasty. Like, share, subscribe, buy some silver, some platinum. Be kind, helpful, and grateful. I just figured I'd let you know Africa's going to have some waterfront in about 50 million years. So, you know, plan accordingly. Set some money aside. So your great to the 10th power great grandkids might be able to enjoy some waterfront property in East and West Africa, because it's splitting apart. Interesting shit. Has nothing to do with economics, politics, or gold and silver or platinum. But hey, that's me. I bring you unusual shit, right? Next one might be about cats. Bye.